What does it mean when a girl doesn't want a relationship right now? When a girl says she doesn't want a romantic tie with you, it simply means she doesn't like you enough to become your girlfriend. And there are some qualities in an ideal partner that she does not see in you. So, rather than hurting your feelings, she chooses to reject you slowly. You're falling for this girl and hoping for things to progress, but you're not sure if she feels the same way. This is a tough one, because women can run hot and cold at times. This is why it's so important to know the signs she doesn't want a relationship with you. Trying to persuade a woman to be in a relationship with you when she isn't ready or doesn't want to will only get you brutally rejected. So save yourself the unnecessary pain and heartache by becoming familiar with these 9 signs that she doesn't want to be in a relationship with you. 1. She never brings up the topic of relationships. If there's one thing I know with absolute certainty, it's that a woman who likes you will never shy away from the topic of relationships. Even if she's not ready for one right now, she'll talk about or be willing to entertain the idea of being with you in a relationship. So, if you've been seeing a woman for a long time and she avoids all conversations about a relationship with you, this could be one of the indications she doesn't want a relationship. 2. You are the one doing all the chasing. The chase is an exciting part of any new relationship. That time when you are constantly talking and messaging, finding out as much as you can to each other before things progress to the next level. Because this is a two-way street in any normal and healthy relationship, but if it seems to be all one-way traffic from your end, you might need to check yourself. If you're always texting and making plans to catch up, she's probably not as interested as you thought she was. Any form of relationship involves both partners communicating and compromising. So if it just seems to be you doing all the heavy lifting, you have to ask yourself if it is worth the hurt that could be coming. 3. She doesn't introduce you to her friends and family. When people start dating someone seriously, they usually introduce their new partner to the people they are closest to. If she has not introduced you to her friends or family, there's a chance she doesn't see you in that light. If you have been dating for a few months and she still has not introduced you to anyone, it's a sign she doesn't see you as boyfriend material. You see, women usually like to introduce their boyfriends to friends and family. And now, there is a possibility that she has issues with her family and isn't ready to introduce you to them. So, if you have been dating for a few months and she has not introduced you to her family or friends, you can ask her why that is. If she has a reason, for example, she doesn't want her family to meet you because they are overprotective, it's okay to wait until things are better with her family. But if she doesn't have any valid reason for not introducing you to people she is close with, it's time to move on. If a woman likes a man, she wants him to get to know the people in her life. If she doesn't introduce you to her family and friends, it's a sign she doesn't see you in that light. And now, if she doesn't want you to get to know her family, she will usually introduce you to her friends, at least. So, if she has not introduced you to any of her friends, it's a sign she doesn't see you in that light. Simply put, if a woman likes a man, she wants him to get to know the people in her life. On the other hand, if she has introduced you to her friends but they don't seem to like you, it's another bad sign. You see, her friends have a big influence on her, so you want them to be on your side. 4. She doesn't reply to your texts with enthusiasm. When romantic feelings are involved, women will regularly text you all the time. And even guys will spend the entire day on their phones with a woman they want. The desire for connection and closeness is fueled by romantic feelings. Going for long periods of time without texting or meeting is not a good indicator of attraction. This is even more apparent when her replies to you are short, uninterested, and impersonal. If you find yourself feeling as if you're carrying the entire conversation and she doesn't seem interested, it's probably because she isn't. The longer this goes on, the more likelier it is that she doesn't want a relationship with you. 5. She is hot and cold. It can be very confusing to know what she wants if she acts hot and cold. One minute she is texting you all the time and super eager to meet up. Then after that, you can't get any message back from her until 4 hours later, and it's only a few words. Uninterested women often run hot and cold. They are hot when they need a bit of an ego boost, knowing you will text with them or grab a drink. Then suddenly you won't hear from them for hours or possibly days as they get on with their life without giving you a second thought. This can be mentally and emotionally draining, and it's not a good place to be. Don't let her manipulate you like this and bring this up next time you catch up, or try to call her and discuss. If she gives you nothing and starts acting cold, goodbye Felicia. 6. She's still in love with an ex. Someone who is hung up on an ex will often find many reasons not to move on. Even if they actually like you, it doesn't mean they're ready for a relationship with you or anyone else. It's far more important to wait until a person is comfortable with the idea of being with someone else, because this avoids unnecessary problems in a new relationship. Find out how long ago she was in a relationship, how serious it was in the duration. This will give you an idea of whether she's rebounding and just looking for some support. Generally, I would advise you to avoid rebounds because they fail and end miserably. And if she is rebounding, it's a sign she doesn't want a relationship with you because she's still busy grieving the end of her previous relationship and you can't do both at the same time successfully. 7. She doesn't say I love you back. Have you dropped the L-bomb already? If a woman really likes you, she will tell you that she loves you, and she will probably tell you that she loves you a lot. If she doesn't say I love you back, it's a sure sign that she doesn't want to be your girlfriend. She might not be able to put into words how much she loves you, or she might be scared of saying I love you and being rejected. Either way, this is a big red flag for her and for you. Trust me, if she likes you, you would notice. If not, you will be left wondering and confused. If you can get her to say I love you and mean it, you're much more likely to attract the right type of woman for you. 8. She doesn't share your interests. If a woman doesn't share your interests, it's a sure sign she doesn't want to be your girlfriend. She might not tell you that she isn't interested in certain things, but you will notice. You'll start to feel like an outsider in her life. She no longer feels like she can talk to you about anything and everything. This is very sad, and it's a sure sign that doesn't want to be your girlfriend. In order for a relationship to work properly, you need to at least have some common interests. If a woman doesn't share your interests, then she might not be the right girl for you. Trust me, if none of her interests spark any joy in you, and vice versa, then you are probably better off separated. 9. She is not affectionate with you. If she is not affectionate with you, it's a sure sign she doesn't want to be your girlfriend. You see, when people are planning on being in a relationship with someone, they tend to show affection to each other. If she is not affectionate with you, it's a sure sign she doesn't want to be your girlfriend. Again, this could have a different reason. Like maybe she isn't comfortable with affection, or doesn't know how to best show affection to you. However, you can usually tell the difference. When in doubt, ask her. She will either have an explanation as to why she isn't comfortable with affection, or she will try to come up with a bad excuse. Either way, you will know. These are all the signs she doesn't want a relationship. You should be familiar with to avoid getting rejected or ruining your chances with this person. Be honest with yourself when observing her actions, even if it's not what you want, because it will only be to your benefit in the long run. When you find yourself dealing with a woman who doesn't want a relationship with you right now, it's best to avoid the conversation and focus on ways to improve yourself. More often than not, becoming better at dating and relationships through self-development will improve your chances of charming her off her feet and creating a stronger chance of love to develop. It will take time and a lot of patience, but when a woman is ready for a relationship, trust me, she'll let you know. With that being said, I hope you found this video on the signs that she doesn't want a relationship with you to be insightful and helpful. If you need more advice, head over to the comments section below and share your thoughts with me. That's all for today. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.